I can tell that you're not too hard on yourself. The way you're just cruising this homeschooling thing.
Welcome to Young and Proud Educators, KKG, and we're back at it.
And when someone is listening to us having this conversation, we're talking about the benefits of homeschooling, and they want to do that, what do they need to say to start? Like, what's the main basic things that they actually need to kick off homeschooling their children?
Okay. There's actually a lot that maybe it depends on the situation. If your child is already at school, or maybe your child is about to start school.
Yeah.
If your child is already at school, I think you, after sitting down as a family and deciding that, hey, we're doing this thing, educate yourself first as a homeschooler, as a parent now. I think you need to educate yourself. And I believe that is an ongoing process, because you can never say you know a lot. So just educate yourself. And depending on where you are, if you're in South Africa, you need to know the responsibilities that you'll be assuming when you're homeschooling your child. Because, like I said, it's in the constitution. So there is, how do I say this? There are legal consequences that can be there, you understand? But basically, we need to, there are responsibilities that you need to fulfill as a homeschooler. So I think educate yourself on what are those responsibilities, and also communicate that with your family, with the child as well, and just explaining what's going to change or what's not going to change. And also, just before you take the curriculum, because I know maybe people say just take the curriculum. Before you purchase a curriculum, I would say just take time to try something yourself. Try, even if it's using the material that you already have from the previous grade or whatever, just try, do something. And while you are doing anything, even if it's for a few weeks with your child, right? In that process, try and research the right curriculum that you think will be right for your child. But just listen to maybe the people giving you the reviews for those curriculum, but don't rush to buying a curriculum, because curriculum can be very expensive. It can be thousands and thousands, can be like 10,000 and whatever. So you don't want to waste your money and then you regret. So rather just use whatever that you have in the meantime, and then you just research the right curriculum for your family. After that, I think in that process, like I was saying, in that period of you trying to see what can work for your family, what's important is to establish the time that you think will be best to homeschool your kids. Do you want to do it like early in the morning, or you want them to have breakfast and whatever, and then you see which block is convenient for you to homeschool them and that kind of stuff. But I think this is me talking to myself when I started. We mustn't be too hard on ourselves. Like, we don't try to perfect it. If the curriculum says you're supposed to do this lesson in one day and you are not able to do that at the beginning, don't kill yourself because you didn't do that. Yes, because maybe certain sections you will be slow, in other sections you will be fast, because your child maybe understands that better, or you understand it better, so you can explain it better to your child. So it depends. Yeah. But I think we mustn't be too harsh on ourselves. Yeah.
No, I can tell that you're not too hard on yourself. The way you're just cruising this homeschooling thing.
We do have days that are very tough, but we don't dwell on that, because we don't focus on that. You just learn and move forward.
Anything that you'd like to leave the listeners with? I think we touched on all the pointers that you wanted to touch on. Anything that you'd like to leave your listeners with regarding homeschooling?
I think, homeschooling is a beautiful thing, right?
I agree.
But it can be very challenging as well for both the parent and the child. the parents, I think we mustn't be too harsh on ourselves, and we mustn't be too harsh on our kids, because maybe when you start homeschooling, maybe your kids will fall behind, right? And then you start panicking as a parent. You're like, what? You start regretting your your decision to homeschool. But really, we need to give it time. Well, I believe in giving things time and giving things to God. Do you understand? So if yeah, that's my personal, that's what I live with. I give it time and then I give it to God. If it's challenging, give it time to work, yeah, to find a solution or whatever. If it's too difficult, give it to God,
to God.
and then God will give you the guidance that you need in your journey.
Yeah.